Welcome back to My Thai Gaming and our continued playthrough of War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is My Thai Gaming, and thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, all that fun stuff. Looks like we got dot base near the Shortlands. Got taken. Iron Master takes a torpedo off the coast of California. It's always fun to see. We got the Limerick, AP Limerick. Took a torpedo. Does not look like she was carrying any soldiers at this time. Oh, wow. We got, and a tanker, the, what is that? War Sidar takes, so 3 Allied ships taking torpedoes. Landings on Manjin and the Celebes. All right. Get some air action going here. Lots of scouting. He sees me. All right. Clark Field, little effect. Next to Pao Tao, 13 Allied casualties. Some Lilies and Sallies. Job done. Can't wait till we switch those over to Helen's. Some Sonias at Choi Sen. Hopefully disturbing some things. Some Lilies and Sonias doing the same. What do we got here? Lilies coming into Choi Sen. All right. Hopefully causing some chaos and devastation that we just don't see represented by the numbers. Right. All right. More scouts. We did move. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to have to check out the coast of California because we're seeing a lot of movement over there. We got some bad weather. All right. Here comes Baby KB Carrier Division 2. Let's go with that. On Ambon. We did lose 1 Val this go around, and moderate rain for the weather must have had some effect. Let's see here, but our Val's releasing at 1,000 feet, 3,000 feet, 2,000, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Yeah, releasing at a good height for our dive bombers. Wish we had scored some major hits there. Hopefully got the disruption, maybe some supplies killed, things of that nature. All right, Johor Bahru. Once again, let's see. How's this going to turn out? Ooh, some of those allied numbers are getting low. And our adjusted assault value, it was almost 1-to-1. Now it is 2-to-1, almost 3-to-1. So we were taking slightly more casualties on day 1, even casualties day 2. Now we're taking 1,000 less casualties than the Allies. So we are going to take this base, and soon, and then march on to Singapore. All right, nothing happening. All right, we have forced one of the units to retreat. 100 Japanese casualties, 1,111. Allied casualties, forcing that 1 unit to retreat. I'm going to guess it's the Corps that retreated, not the Army group. Bombardment at Clark Field, little effect. Same with Manila. Allies attacking at Ambon. This is a stalemate for the time being. I think if I could just land 1 good size unit there, that would be over. Be over and done with. All right. We do have some ops to look at today. We have a sub chaser arrived at Tokyo. The Iron Master is reported to have been sunk. And we have the 62nd Infantry Brigade arriving at Shanghai. So let's take a look at that one first. 62nd is part of the 70th Division. The rest of the 70th Division is at Nanyang. Nanyang. Not okay. All the way up here. Yeah, let's. I mean, it's going to be a long march, but there's very little rail connection. Yeah, really, rail is not going to help. It's going to be easier just to go along this road right here. We're going to set them to move to Nanyang. All right. Let us continue looking around here. I need... All right. We forced them off deliberate. I'm going to straight up shock attack. Let's get these guys out of here. I want to retake Pao Tao next. One unit. Once I can clear this, then maybe some supplies start marching. But yeah, we need some supplies for those forward units. 300,000 Chinese soldiers at Sian. We need a lot of artillery to bust that up. The rest of China. Oh, this guy. You're supposed to be moving. Let's send you to Winchell. Let me see if I can score a quick victory around there. All right, we do have Papun in the bag. All right, so we're going to move the cavalry to, what is that, Daik-yu, kind of avoiding Pegpu for the time being. Yeah, why not? Let's move the entire force that way. Set all to march. And then we've still got these guys, yeah, moving across to Satang Bridge. Yeah, I'm going to encircle them. Just bypass that forward location. I really wish you could buy out the Royal Thai Army, because I would love to send them to the back country. I have not until Singapore Falls am I going to have that option. Speaking of Singapore, all right, we did do shock attack. That probably helped. We're definitely running low on supplies, but that should all be taken care of shortly. We're going to move out of Bencoolen towards Padang on Sumatra. All right, we've got cruisers, destroyers, and torpedo boats set up for our landings over here. Are you automatic? Yours automatic. Getting that fuel taken to Davao. We can start on Balikpapan also. All right, 48,000 is going to be the highest number. I'll set that convoy up off screen. But we are going to do, it's going to be a fuel convoy also. Celibus, let's go ahead, deliberately attack up here. Are you just loading supplies? Cancel the loading of supplies. We don't need that anymore. Shokaku, Zokaku, still doing good. We lost the Kate. And a Val. Looks like maybe 102. Okay. That's acceptable so far. These guys look like they're loading except for this one. Do I have anybody else to load? Not really. But I can fit the third base force, so I'm going to take the third base force, and I'm going to land the third base force on Ambon. Yep. Oh, is that just... Hold up. Did I screw up? Yep, I did. That's fine. No fuel. All right, I need to... Okay. This force I'm actually going to send to Davos because we have no more fuel at and that's just going to leave the naval fortress. We can reinforce this later. It's going to be a while before the Allies are making their way up here. All right, I've got midget subcarrier. It needs to, yeah, need to do some repair work here at Truck. I'm gonna have to send her back to Japan. Okay. As far as all this goes, let's 27 supply. There is no supply left. All right. Division, fourth division has made it to Coda Trail. I like the commander. He's good. All right. I cannot break that unit up. Okay. So we are getting pretty well set. Cancel loading supplies and get them moving. All right. Yep, you're going to Lunga. So what I can do actually is move the Missouri 2nd overland to Tassafaronga, Guadalcanal. Occupy that, and we have the other units coming to land at Lunga. All right. I think that's pretty much going to do it. I'm going to set up a little convoy action over here. We do have, let me just make sure here at Naga, are these guys fully, yeah, they're still, all right, you are unloaded. I'm just going to disband you for the time being. You, 1st artillery. All right, so 2nd artillery, we're going to strat move to, can I go? I cannot go. All right, we're going to strategically move them to Batangas. Both of them. And then march them into Manila for some heavy artillery support. All right. You're doing good. Loading supplies. I'm going to cancel that order. Yep. Go ahead and have you start doing that. Maybe end at Zamboanga to give that base what it needs. All right. Yeah, I'm going to set up some convoys over here out of Davao to Balikpapan, and we'll go from there. Oh, I did forget we can cancel unloading and load here, except send him on his merry way to Morotai. Yep. All right. That'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.